Lena Byrd Miles is one of the biggest rising stars in contemporary gospel. Her latest record, Brand New, is out now, and she's going to be in Chicago this upcoming Friday. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be with you.
You're part of a big group that's going to be at Christ Universal Temple with Inspiration 1390 this Friday. Tell us a little bit about the event.
I'm honored to be with a bunch of my gospel community singing friends, just celebrating the season. So,
And it's a good time for for people to give back as well too. There's going to be a toy drive.
absolutely.
A lot of our favorite radio personalities are going to be there, and there'll be a couple of our favorite performers there, as well too. So it's a great night to go out and celebrate, but also a time to give back to those who need it.
Absolutely. And what better way than using our gifts and talents to be a part of something so wonderful?
And going through your social media, this isn't the first time you're in Chicago. You're not from here, but you come here plenty of times to come in and to perform in our city.
Yeah, I love Chicago, and not just to perform. I love food and all the other things that are there, shopping. But yeah, I'm always excited to come, even though this time is going to be a little colder than when I normally come. So but I'm still excited. I'm
But
still
here's something that's
excited.
going to offset it is that this weekend is when all the holiday events and all the lights are going up in the city. So you're going to be here, you're going to be
Oh,
doing a great thing, but also you're going to see the city in such a festive mood as well too.
I'm really looking forward to that because I'm normally not around to see that. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, exactly. Well, excited to have you back. Let's talk a little bit about your musical journey because you grew up in the church, and I want to hear a little bit about how the whole family got involved because everybody was in charge, but everybody kind of had to learn how to be musical at the same time.
Yeah, well, my mom and my dad are musicians in their own right. And then I grew up in my grandparents' church, New Hope Church of God in Christ in Oakland, California. And they too are musicians. My grandmother plays piano and my grandfather plays guitar. So I think it was just destined to be where, you get in a family church. And sometimes when it's a small family church, you might not have a full choir on some Sundays. So you have your grandbaby, you have to get up there and sing or go over there and help serve the rice and the green beans and then go sing. It's like all this these things happening at one time, helping take the offering during Sunday school. You help usher sometimes, you help clean the bathroom sometimes. So your hats can switch out at any given moment
But I think that the
when
nice
it's a
thing too about
family
having
church.
wearing so many different hats, especially kind of being thrown into that, is that you have a new appreciation. So when you are an adult, when you go somewhere new, you appreciate everybody's job because sometimes people don't have that perspective of appreciating every little part that everybody does.
Yes, sir. And it does definitely keep you humbled and, down to earth and all of that good stuff. You realize you're not better or, than the next person, that your task is not as great as what might try to get high and conceited about. No, no, no. Get in there and scrub those toilets. Keep your humility.
Bring it back down to earth.
Yes. Don't try to be arrogant at all.
Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the new record, Brand New. Tell me a little bit about it and what fans can expect.
Okay, brand new, I would say, is an album talking about faith and perseverance to keep going even in uncertain times. We're definitely in times of uncertainty with this worldwide pandemic that we've experienced that no one saw, it lasting 3 years, and no one saw us fighting over Lysol and tissue paper and, certain things in Target that we wanted and Walmart, all of that good stuff, but to still have our hope, our faith, our courage to go on. And even with us, some of us who've suffered tremendous loss because of COVID. And, here we are at this time of the year where for some it's going to be the first Thanksgiving and the first Christmas and all of that without certain loved ones around because of the pandemic. But the music is there to encourage and inspire the listener just to know that even with these things happening, God is still with us and that we can still go on in life. Even our loved ones who have gone on, that's something that they would want us to do too, to keep persevering, and keeping their legacies and memories alive.
Because music has a way of healing yourself, whether it's through this time during the holidays or after a breakup or through a personal journey
Yeah,
of your own. Sometimes you have that record that you're like, I'm going to put this on and I know the feeling I'm going to get after this because this is going to heal my soul.
yeah, very good. Yep, you're right. Music is so like powerful when we don't even lended our permission. Sometimes it can make you angry, it can make you happy, it can trigger all these different emotions. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Having faith and not knowing, what's going to go out there, but especially, with you kind of starting in your career and posting videos of yourself online and not knowing necessarily who is going to see it, and then how you ultimately connected with Erica Campbell.
Yeah, absolutely. She is one of the ones who connected me to her husband, Warren Campbell, because they were looking at my Instagram page. Some of it was funny stuff I would be posting, but the majority that they resonated with was my music, my singing, and seeing me sing at different church events. And occasionally she would comment and I would freak out like, oh my gosh, a celebrity is commenting on my post, that's the ultimate freak out when so I went from her commenting to her making me breakfast in her kitchen, and kind of it's a trip how God does what he does in connecting us with this tool that we have, social media, and even meeting, personalities like yourself. I never would have imagined. So
I can only
yeah.
imagine that. Like one moment you're like, "Oh my goodness, Erica just commented to, can you pass the salt and pepper, please?" Like, how did that like?
It really did happen like that. And even the way that I met them formally, I went to my husband and I call it divine random. We decided to be big kids and drive. Well, we flew this time to go to Disneyland, which is a good 5 hour drive away from our house in California. But we flew and we posted our food from Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. And unbeknownst to us, Warren Campbell was looking at my page and he was like, Lena's out here. I have to go meet her. And he thought that we were at the Roscoe's around the corner from his house, but we were actually at the Roscoe's in Anaheim, which was about an hour away. So we ended up meeting like 2 days later. He DM'd me on Instagram, and the rest was just history. After, I finally got it together. It was like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. But after we met 2 days later, I ended up signing to his record label, My Block Inc. And from there, we made the album Brand New. Here we are, 2022.
Lena, thank you so much for your time today. Brand new, the new record is out right now, and she's going to be in Chicago at Christ Universal Temple this upcoming Friday with Inspiration 1390. And welcome back to our city.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for this time. I really enjoyed it.
Me too. Thank you so much.